We are live. Welcome everyone.
Alright. Had a couple of live problems, but that was entirely on SVG's fault, so we blame them.
Yeah, it could never be our fault. But we are here for our second tournament, which has now been called Soton Scuffles.
First official Soton Scuffle.
Starting off today with Reversi versus Rockmeister.
Now that we actually have an official name for this, hopefully this might become a weekly thing.
It should, and have a rematch from last time. Did these two battle each other last time?
I'm sure they did. I remember seeing this layout before. We know that Croc plays Falcon. For many reasons.
And he was very good. He did end up dominating last time we played.
We'll see if we can hold that same level of skill up. For people who are new, I am your host, the Nefarious Panda, and here I am joined by good friend, the Dragoon.
Yes.
As we commentate for the second time ever.
Yes, and we're still getting used to this.
We will have some commentators swapping in and out during this tournament. I, for one, am in the tournament, so Focus Miss, the winner of the previous tournament, will be taking over. Oh no.
Oh, it's a different me this time.
We've had Rocket Sands, we've had Birdman, and we have Rocket.
Possibly a combination of his two me's. Formed them to the both parts so close. Have to find out.
We did see that he did have better luck with his Birdman, but maybe he wants to bring back a little of that Sands luck that helped him through.
Sands
He did get.
power.
He definitely got into top 8. He got pretty far in the previous one. Although I believe it was Croc who knocked him out.
So could be looking for a bit of redemption here. Good read there. Oh, there's Reversi with his trademark. It's his trademark shot put right there. Did get some
Now I do
amazing
remember,
shots.
the shot put was big, and he is switching to. I believe that his bird character had. The main reason he swapped to was his up special was different. Give him a bit more killer power.
Yes, he did. Oh, that was a 5-star.
I also particularly remember consistently talking about how Croc has a very bad habit of constantly spot dodging every time an opponent hits his shield. However, no one really picked up on that last time, so we'll see if anyone picks up on that this week. I mean, hey, if I show up against him, you know that I'll have that in the bag.
You've already got the read if you two fight later in the competition.
I mean, yeah, I'll have the read and then I'll just forget to do anything about it. Which is how, I mean, I'm just not professional, that is how we go. There's some jump that's not making a bit of a comeback. We're early starters, we're suddenly having a high percent lead.
Yeah, even though they are both uneven.
Oh, the up smash,
Even
that was a
still.
buff. For the previous match.
It seems Croc does like to just leave that rapid jab just waiting there for his opponent to run into.
It's a good jab. Sadly, Meat Brawler's back air does not kill, and it never will. I don't know about you.
A trademark right there. Trademark reverse special.
I don't know about you, but with the upcoming patch and the upcoming patch notes for sure, I'm kind of hoping that Meat Brawler gets a couple of buffs. I
It would
really
be
like
nice
his
if all
moveset.
of the moves. Oh, good read by Croc there. With the down
good
smash to read the roll. Yeah, it would be nice if the Mii's were just a little bit more powerful.
I feel like Meat Brawler is almost has the sauce. Yeah,
he does
because
seem like the
so
closest.
many of his moves, like he has the same nair and up smash as Fox, but they don't combo into him, so they're not as exciting. He has the same back air as Wolf, but it doesn't do as much damage, so it's not that exciting. He has like the same up air as Mario, but it doesn't combo. He's taken all these good moves, but in such a way that they don't actually do anything with each other.
Yeah, he's taken aspects. But,
Really? Wow. At 120.
that's impressive. Game one. Goes to Croc.
Well, again, incredibly close. They were both at kill percent by the end, so we'll see if Reversi can take it back in game 2. I feel like all Me Brawler would need is a slight bit of... just make all his moves slightly quicker so they can actually do more together. Because currently it's just... he doesn't really have any combo potential. And as an entire... as the Brawler, that's what he needs. So that's probably...
Yes, it is. Things he is missing.
Of course, he will be getting the Creeper costume, which is a significant buff. Just the power of fear to strike into your enemies.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here we are on Yoshi's story.
This one, again, he took Falcon to a stage which has walls, so if Reversi loses, it's his own fault.
And
It's a
Croc
good
has
start.
shown he does know how to wall jump in the game, so
He knows how to use those walls.
it may just be a lapse in knowledge on Reversi's side.
I mean, like, Reversi has the stage choice, so there are definitely other stages which do not have walls. I guess he just really likes the story.
It's like the atmosphere.
It's very cute. And the very early stock to Jonathan.
Commanding lead. We've seen the lead can vary between these two quite regularly.
The issue here that we've always seen is that he can get a stock, but then he can't do anything with the advantage. Yeah, Me Brawler's advantage states. Maybe it is good if you know how to play it properly, but I don't think Reversi's figured that out. Ooh, that suicide does not work that far away from the ledge, but
Well, we were
that
saying last
should
time
be
that Reversi should try and use it when he has the stock lead.
slightly give them more of that punish. That was very, very brazen. Still, he got something, and he's still alive, which is definitely gonna hurt him. He's starting to get a bit of a lead. Still good. 100% on.
Still got that accuracy.
No Falcon. It's now kill percent. However, I fear that if this is the sort of place
he
where
goes for them. It's unfortunate.
Jonathan Reversi does not. I feel that should be a good read on. That was what I was worried about, and luckily my fear is not paid off. I was worried. We've seen it time and time again. That was a weird interaction. It clanked, but then he just kept going. He did not care.
What a way to end it.
Very good.
And now we have a tied match.
We're counting that as a 3 stock. That was definitely Me Brawler's advantage there.
A much better showing from Reversi this time in the matchup.
And hey, prove me wrong. Apparently the Yoshi story was the right pick.
Maybe it's just a stage that he knows he's comfortable on.
Yeah, lower ceiling. He got 2 up smash kills. That might have been what he was hoping for.
There they go, picking their stages again. This time it is Croc's turn, so we may be seeing another stage with walls.
I mean, here's the thing. Reversi can ban 2 stages, and there are 2 stages with walls. But I mean, if he wouldn't want to ban Yoshi's story, since he just won it, so he has that other one to just pick. Feels like would be good. Also, again, like the entire Most of the tournament is in the same voice call of each other. Weird tactics.
Yeah, it's a local. They're all friends.
Yeah. It's that sort of thing though, like even if you were a local, you don't have that, you wouldn't have that quality of life where you can just talk to the other player. Anyway, as we suspected, he took him to a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, a move that nobody's surprised about.
And one with a much higher ceiling.
Higher ceiling, better wall. I feel like it should have been one of the...
And that's why. Massively improved recovery devastated walls.
Yeah. That's the other thing, like for some reason me Brawler does not have a wall jump. I feel like he's the one who should. Out of all of them.
Do any of the Miis have walls?
No.
Guess
I
that's
mean,
just
like-
the level of consistency between them then.
Yeah. There's not really any reason why to though. I mean, like maybe they want it to be in character, but then Villager has a wall jump. Spicy.
Peacock has learned to avoid the shot puts. You need to recover high.
That's the other thing, like against shot puts, having a wall that you can jump off means you have a much better way of recovering. Or a way to get dodged at least. But again, he's evened it up.
Movement.
However, he is. But then when he has a single move that does 20 damage in one grab, he might be able to bring the scores back pretty quickly. Yeah, I've seen that.
Unfortunate.
It's gonna be difficult. He can do it. He got a 3-stock the previous game, but the stage
Yeah.
really doesn't make that much of a difference. He grabbed him out of his own discussion. That is... shows practically.
Could Reversi want Falcon to wall jump? Because it puts him in shot put range at that point.
Depends. The other thing with wall jump is that... The other thing with wall jump is that it lets you stall slightly, so timing a shot put's much harder. Also, if Falcon just doesn't wall jump, it's not more that... Like there, if he had wall jumped, he might have been hit by it. It just gives the Falcon the option to. On a normal stage, you know he has to have special to ledge, so... On a wall stage, you just give him the option.
Oh, but it's not over yet. 2 very high percents, but Croc does have an extra stop. Oh, the back air almost killing him.
He has rage now, so if he can land an early kill, he might be able to take it back. But again, Falcon is at 100%, so...
Unfortunately not.
And again, in a very familiar game, 2-1 to Falcon.
And there goes the win. But well played to both of them. It was a much closer game than last week.
I mean, last week in the top 8, it did come down to stop them. This is very cool. It did come down to I think it was a 3-2 to Croc. So it was in losers, but they did have another very close game. Maybe one day Reverse C will be able to come back. Anyway, up next we actually have me.
Yes.
Me against Javian. So
And then Focus Miss. our reigning champion, will be joining me in the commentator's box.
So wait a sec for him to join. Why isn't Reversi leaving? It's just he's waiting.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Come to the stream. I shall leave you to commentate while I go play.
So, you got another commanding 2-0 victory. How was that?
It was a pretty good set. The Electric Spade said it was their first tournament, but they are pretty good. Interested to see how they do against Reversian losers. So
Yeah,
I think
that would
now,
be an interesting fight.
yeah, Electric Spade plays Link. It's pretty good.
A Link then.
So Link versus Brawler, I assume.
Hmm.
So we're going to be getting the Nefarious Panda against Jabian. Or is that how you pronounce his name?
I think so. That's how we've been pronouncing it. And we haven't been corrected yet, so... But, yeah.
Have you sent them the arena details, or should I?
I think... I need to
Oh wait, Panda.
send it
Panda
to
can...
Jabian. Panda already has it. Well, I just update the overlay. And Jabian has joined us. Panda will be joining us any moment now. So how do you feel about, what's your thoughts going into this?
I'm trying to have a bit of fun. So I'm thinking that I can win by going only Pokemon Trainer. And Pokemon Trainer's fun.
Yeah, Pokemon Trainer is a fun character to play. I did at one time think maybe I should get good with her, but then always end up going back to Link. It's the other.
So we're
put
going to be...
much time with it.
I assume this is going to be Game & Watch against Roy. I don't think Panda's going to try on anyone special today. Bowser from Jabian.
Ah,
But did
interesting.
he play Bowser last week? I can't remember.
I think he switched characters.
Yeah, he likes his fire characters. Going to be starting on Small Battlefield.
Brilliant. Escape from the City in the background.
My favourite Smash song.
Cool.
So Game Watch is meant to be favoured against big characters, so like such as Bowser, Donkey Kong. But because he's so light, it's a kind of a volatile matchup.
Yeah, he's kind of a glass cannon, really.
He could just get hit by, like at this point, he could get hit by a stray back air or a stray F tilt and die for it. And Panda hasn't really been able to take control of this game so far.
It is worth noting that Panda didn't compete in last week's tournament, so maybe feeling a bit rusty.
Yeah, he did really well in last season's NSC singles. I can't remember how well, but he was up there.
Up there, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, that up smash has intangibility, just like Game Watches. You cannot land on it. Yeah. The thing that makes things really painful for heavies, getting off the ledge against Game Watches.
Yeah.
I'm finding Panda's decision making on what he can punish Bowser moves is interesting. He likes to drop shield and go for things such as F tilt and down smash, which are good, but they're much slower than up B's frame 3. Oh my god, okay. Just living, but his stock nearly disappeared. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah. I like the drop shield F tilt in that situation. That down air is very unsafe, an F tilt will kill at that in that situation.
Yeah.
Javian's doing pretty good, staying very patient.
Oh,
I don't know.
have to assume that's a miss input there.
Yeah, Javian's got a solid lead. Can he punish that Panda? He thought that Panda would down air into him again. It's not. It's going to do a lot of damage from the chef. It's very hard to avoid that. Puts up the platform again. I wonder what Panda can do to get a kill. He can keep racking up damage with Chef. Give him control of the down air. He'll need.
Racking up damage is good and all, but just about to say he needs to kill soon, and you beat me to it.
That damage does help. Does help kill strings. Good patient landing under there.
Yeah.
I think he could have done up B to now on Bowser. I'm not sure. Tries to catch landing for whatever. Maybe up there.
Yeah, I think he used up B to up air earlier in the match. I don't know why he's kind of used it once and hasn't gone back to it, even though it did quite well.
And there needs to be really careful here. Pretty much all of Bowser's moves can kill, and as we see the forward air taking it 152 at the ledge. Him going to Javian. That was pretty convincing. And this would be an upset in terms of seeding.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. We like to see interesting matches. It was quite commanding. Jamie kind of took the lead right at the beginning and just didn't really let go of it. But we'll kind of be able to turn it around. So you should hopefully kind of got the download by now.
Yeah, well, I'm interested to see what adaptations Panda can make here. I think one thing he was struggling in a lot is getting the advantage state conversions that he needs. When you hit Bowser's Game Watch, you should be converting into a lot of damage. You want to aim for either a juggle or a ledge trap after you hit them, because that allows you to take them up to kill percent. And stops them from hitting you as well. And Game Watch has the tools. He has a great up air for juggling. He has neutral B for ledge trapping. He has good smash attacks for punishing either ledge options or landing options. He just needs to get himself into it, I guess.
Decided to switch sides, which means the overlay needs to
Changing
change.
the overlay.
Luckily, I've got shortcuts now, so we can just get straight into the match.
Nice one.
Wow, still going green.
Town and city. Wider stage, but narrower blast zones. So if one of them gets caught by a string over the ledge, they can die earlier than they would on the full battlefield.
Really?
Good punish.
I wonder if that's what Panda was thinking. Just making it
good patience to bait outside the up B, but he's just a little off on the spacing. Punish and get hit by it. It's a ledge. Don't want to get hit by a smash attack.
Well, this does seem to be the complete opposite start of the last one.
I do like that forward air to catch the down air. Getting a lot of F tilts.
Yeah, seems to be relying on it quite a bit.
It's been working out right now. It will, at ledge at this position, it probably will kill, but just to think he's just focusing on not getting hit by Bowser. I am surprised he did that. Full rage back here. And yet, he can't. It's risky trying to land on top of Bowser. I think all of his tilts and all of his smashes have intangibility on top of it. And armor on stutter. Good nerf from Merch. This is going to be the damage. This is what we're looking for. 30% and the jog with filtration. It's so hard for Bowser to get around that up air. They're lancing a down smash, but it's not very laggy. That down air is laggy though. He'll eat him at B4.
Yeah, he kind of. He's lucky that Javen hasn't been punished for it so far.
He kind of needs to stand a little bit further away from the ledge to avoid stay out of range of Bowser getting attack. I think Bowser has the largest get up attack in the game. It's either him or Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So you have to stand further back than you do against these characters. So I'm getting a lot of mileage off the forward air. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Good up B. Can't land on game watch. He's gonna get the edge guard. Oh, he doesn't get the drop through.
Oh,
Or he does, but the downer kind of raises his hurt box to use onto the platform.
Yeah.
And was that a back air that killed?
I think it was.
Oh, he's done it again. I think he's trying to do ledge drop neutral air, but he's still dropping down from ledge as he presses A. It happens to the best of us.
It does. I'm sure we've all been there.
He's been... Thunder does keep landing on top of Bowser. I think Javen's been doing a good job of following where Thunder's drifting.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! 2 SDs in that game. This one never happens. That one.
Yeah, can we just scrap this?
They cannot get off of ledge in the ways that they want.
Yeah.
It was Javen was doing well. He had that lead.
Yeah. Wasn't as dominant as the first game though.
Yeah. He was very close to getting a kill that could have won in the set. But it's an unfortunate SD, and I hope that hasn't killed his momentum.
Wow. Surprisingly, this game is going to this match is going to the third game, because I thought from how dominant a performance Javen showed in the first round, it was looked like it could be a 2-0.
Another game 3 on stream.
It's what we want. We want close games. We want exciting matches.
Yeah, good. We want good stuff to watch.
I wonder what stage we'll be going to next. So it's Javen will be choosing. Okay, are they ready?
Spin characters, not seeing the Roy come out from Javian. Right. He's been doing well on the Bowser.
Well, it's been working for him. There doesn't seem to be a need for change. Interesting choice with the stage.
On my back. I'm not seeing that a lot. And they're trying to rapid jab Bowser. Never a good idea. He's just able to act, not taking any hits.
And has been relying on the up, the out, and shield quite a bit, so...
I've been wanting to see those nairs from Panda. That's doing big damage. Off stage. And another up shot on the landing. Just have the reset situation. Oh, yeah, it's fine. F's are not going to kill from center stage, but a bit long stage. You eat a lot of damage from that. Flame breath. Yeah. And they're thinking a lot more about his drift when he's getting in from the corner. Oh, that's going to kill him, definitely.
Yeah, that was
I'm not going to live that game for much.
no.
I like the idea, but again, Javen getting up attacking for it again. I want to see more neutral from Campbell. I think at this percent you can afford to throw out, like, to get an up smash when they're at ledge. I don't know. He's gonna have to do something to get this up. Up air wait for a very long time. Dash attack nearly killing, but Bowser is very heavy.
Perfect there.
Great back air.
Great back there.
Take that stock. And they can even this up with a solid nair conversion. Got to stay away from Bowser's shield. Can't touch it like that. Javen doing a good job of punishing Hannah's attacks. Right there, just such a big hitbox. It's so hard for Bowser to avoid. Combos it into himself so well. Can't drop through down air to game off like that. Another up the outfield to punish. Solid stuff. That hit through the platform. Nice.
I think because they're surprised he got the second hit. Though.
Yeah, brilliant up smash on the landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, one step away for Javen, and this set is his. Solid. He's managed to get and to keep landing on top of him. He's punishing accordingly.
Yeah.
Staying patient. He has the lead. Doesn't need to go in. But then he does go in and he gets. I like that dash attack though. So it beat out the forward air hitbox and the hit game watch. Eats so much damage from Chef though. Chef still. Spot dodge down smash.
Oh.
Evening it up again. Again, just 60%. Please don't drop from edge down.
Not again. Oh, unfortunate, didn't get the turnaround there.
Good carry
Down
up.
tilt.
Again, double hit in the down air. Hannah has the lead for it. It feels like the first time in this game.
Yeah, it
Just
does
have to
feel
not
like he's
die
doing-
from ledge here.
Ooh,
It's risky. He is
he's
very high percent.
Well, we've seen this situation before. Yeah,
Any hit from Bowser can kill here. Any
Yeah.
and needs to not get hit. Needs to get Bowser off stage. Good forward air. Coming in. Nearly put the air dodge with the. Nearly put the air dodge in with whatever didn't work. He's got a temp off stage. It's gonna eat damage. And an F tilt is going to take it.
Yeah.
Against stuff from JB. He's gonna be moving on into the fence. Play Derpy Yoshi, I believe.
Last week's finalist. Will be
Yeah.
an interesting match to watch.
Right, now I need to decide which set goes on stream now. I'm not sure.
Are we going to move to round 2 or are we going to...
I think we should move to round 2, and then I think either I play on stream against Crockmeister and no, I think just have Javian still on stream, play Derpy Yoshi whilst Panda plays Mikazmi.
I am so sorry. That was terrible.
Ah,
Rusty.
Rusty. To be fair, you weren't.
Still game free.
This game
Still
was
lost
alright.
it.
It obviously Javian's pretty good, but just like the first 2 games, there's so many SDs.
The lads dropped on air by accident.
I really did keep
That was me trying to do too many things at once, because I was like, if I like jump off there, drag down there, and then it just ended up, because I tried to hit all the buttons at once online, just was like, alright, down there, off stage.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I think I will stay on commentary for this next set of Javian and Aaron. Whilst you play your loser set and swap over.
I will, in that case, I will leave it to you guys and come back later.
Perfect. And I will get the overlay ready. So what do you think of this this matchup? Javian versus Aaron. Peter? Oh. Oh, seems it's just me for a bit as we see us go off and organise the games.
I just realised my mic was muted. Whoops. Derpy Yoshi wants to know the password, by the way.
I'll just send it to him.
Okay, so it's sent. Depends on who Derpy Yoshi goes, but I think it's favoured to it's in Aaron's favour. I think he's more likely to win. But as we saw Javian pull off the upset in this set, so it could happen again. Bowser can do some scary things.
Yeah. Be interesting to see who Aaron Derpy Yoshi goes. Because as we saw last week, he can play a variety of characters.
Yes, so many characters. I think he's still not sure what he wants to settle on. It's understandable. Like,
yeah, there's
Kirby seems to be. I think Kirby is his best character, but Kirby isn't a good character. As a Donkey Kong player who could also play as many characters, I empathize or sympathize with his struggles. And this is like the perfect environment for trying out what's new, trying out new things. So yeah. he might do it. He might do it, I think.
Well, we'll see. Definitely be an interesting match. Javian was very dominant in the last game and would have probably won 2-0 if he hadn't SD'd right at the end.
Doing that actually very. It's a very good Roy. Going into S2. I'm not sure who wins this matchup. You'd think that Roy does all of his cool things on the heavy characters, but Bowser at B might be one of the few things that can punish a jab on shield. Because I believe jab is in the -6, -7 on shield range. And Bowser at B comes out on frame 6, so it could be a guaranteed punch if he's close enough. And if that's the case, I would like to see Derpy Yoshi down tilting shield more and neutral range. Those can be done safe on shield against Bowser. Can't actually catch a lot of people off guard. Suddenly change momentum. He could kill. Yeah, I don't know if he could have let to live that. That's just such a shocking and you have the back resist. That is in his favour. Good up B to armor through whatever Javen's trying to counter hit. Pull the jump showed nicely of there. Oh no!
Oh,
He's 2 stocks planning to Bowser and the taunt teabag respecting it. Like yeah, F tilt. Of course it does. It was very strong. Power. I believe you can do down for a now on heavies. I know on Donkey Kong, like in particular, you can do forward throws and nair strings as Roy. I don't know if it holds true for Bowser. Well, he's brought that right back.
yeah, he went.
Javen's second sword just went away in an instant. Javian knows that was a nice play. Nairs, 3 nairs, 4 nairs into reverse. Could have set him off stage, but he wanted to get that extra damage just from juggling.
Yeah. Well, it was probably the smart thing to do, because it would be tough to get the kill at this percent, so...
I wonder if jabs try to be killed from there. Definitely entering jab back in their territory. He's got to be careful to not die yet. Don't land on top of Bowser. Do not land on top of Bowser. Oh, that was a good attempt. Oh, he based out the up B really well. Derby Yoshi thought that he would... No, get the guy and no platform resist. Be careful. Oh.
Read the landing.
3-stock comeback from Derpy Yoshi. I have a feeling that Javen was going for a landing side B there. And if that F tilt didn't hit, I think that game was Javen's. It was a brilliant comeback from Derpy Yoshi.
Yeah, excellent play by both of them. But unfortunately, I think the SD probably spurred him on.
Yeah, causing that like gamer lean forward in chair moment.
Exactly.
Oh no, I've got to concentrate now.
As we have all been there at least once, probably multiple times, as we have had to truly focus on what's going on. And now while we wait for them to pick their stages and possibly change characters, who knows? What is your opinion on Minecraft Eve? What do you think of the character being added to Smash?
Very delicious. This is like the reveal that's had the most sort of excitement over him. Like you had Joker, Banjo, you had like a lot of, I guess like Cloud from Smash 4. They had a lot of excitement over their reveal because they're like iconic.
They were,
but nothing on this level.
No, none of them broke Twitter, which is the exceptional thing.
There was one other thing in history that's broken Twitter. I can't remember it. I'm trying to remember. But this and the only things that have Twitter.
It's up there with Osama bin Laden's death. That also broke Twitter. The Hudson River plane crash, royal wedding announcement. Considering it's just essentially a character being added to a video game, it definitely rocked the world. We have a change of character.
Oh wait, hang.
So
Javen went Roy.
And then
Derpy went from Roy to Wall. Bringing us that character diversity.
Yeah.
We didn't see
easy to follow.
We didn't see the Derpy Yoshi wolf last week, but I know it's really solid. One of his more solid picks. It's just a very good character as well.
Yeah.
Very quick. Decision making is just been really solid. He went for forward air back air. I wonder if he could have done forward air. He missed the back air. Yeah, he's playing it safe going for double forward air. He still has stage control. Back air got shield grabbed. Listen, that's even held on ledge just a little bit too long. Ooh, held himself nicely. And then getting the F smash. So even stop count 3%.
Even it up, and even percent as well. Both are playing quite cautious. Not really wanting to dive in on anything.
The conversions that he's been looking for. He's been winning neutral a decent amount, but he's just not getting the combos that he wants. Oh, that's good high B to stop him from getting down smash defense. Harry F tilt, send him off stage. Nice, baiting out to get up attack and then punishing with down smash. I really like. Oh. Not able to attack. I really like Derpy Yoshi's advanced state as well. He's able to take these like calculated risks, which like they're not really risks, but like if he gets the read right, he takes stock, and if he doesn't, he can just reset, and he's still got ledge trap going.
Yeah.
Could that be out shield or could that be? He can throw out a move which could cover something like a jump, but if it doesn't, he's still able to just shield. Oh, I say he takes calculated risks, I say that, and then he goes for the suicide side. He's still got.
Maybe the numbers were off on that calculation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's clearly a smart choice by Javian to recover low that time.
Back air's gonna take it.
That is the first 2-0 on stream.
You're good, but
I was still last stock both games, but that game just felt in Derpy Yoshi's fit. Like he was just controlling that game.
Yeah, he did feel in control for most of it, even with the SD just before the end.
So Derpy Yoshi is going to be moving on into the finals. I'm going to be playing against Brockmeister. Do you think I should wait until Panda comes back, or should I just get my game out of the way? I think I should just get out of the way.
Yeah, I'd say best you go do your game. It's just actually that means all games are. I guess I'll be spectating your game then. Since Kansas has already started. Oh, I have the stream to myself now. What's gonna happen? Oh, F about with the menus. How's stream doing? What are you thinking of the games? Aaron comes. I think from the lol, I don't know if he's ready. There we go, there is Croc. This just gives me extra time to with overlays, which always, this is the glamorous part of streaming, having to change all your overlays every time. I think that is a good shout that Focus maybe taking it once again. I would say Derpy Yoshi has a good chance, but just needs to stop SDing really. Still won those games, but later on those SDs are going to cost you. Does look like Focus is gonna hold his title for another week at least. We can hope. We can hope there'll be a lovely upset for all of us to bask in the glory of. There's Focus. Oh, he's throwing down the gauntlet straight away with that message in the little chat feature. Oh, and he's not even waiting; he's just ready to go. Straight into it. He's going Pokemon Trainer this time. He's switched out the Donkey Kong. It's quite a change since it shown that he can win this tournament with a Donkey Kong. But does he want a challenge? We'll find out. Going back.
1, go!
Seems they're trading. Seems they're just literally trading. Oh no! That's not a good start for Focus. This is not how you want to start your set. No, this still is a best of 3. As the last game. He's starting best of 5 and top 4. I believe. But will the SD spur him on like it did Derpy Yoshi? Clearly worked for Derpy Yoshi getting the SD. Got 2 SDs, 2-0. 2-0 win. He's sticking with Charizard for this stuff, it seems, to minimise his chances of SDing, and he's brought it back to an even game. Brings out the Charizard now. Still just wanting to rack up that damage, but making it as heavy as possible so he doesn't have to risk being SD. It's even on the stop, but that is it for Croc. And now he's taking the lead even after the SD. Did see Croc's eye a bit last week, but seems to be doing a lot. Seems to have trained a bit with him. Of course. Oh, and that's unfortunate. That was a good block by Focus just to take the damage, but ultimately stopped the What is it today with everyone SDing? Is it a planned thing to make it more even? Who knows? But all we know is game 1 goes to focus. That was quite an even game 1, although possibly could have been a bit more one-sided if focus hadn't SD'd. Right back at it again, quickly, as quick as ever. Oh, and Croc's back with Falcon. Clearly shown over the past 2 weeks as that is his best character, so...
Go!
Probably went out thinking that he would be facing a Donkey Kong, but it seems he got tricked. Ooh, went for the Gimp there with his up tilt, spiking, but finally that ranged by Scuffle up B. But they have gone to another stage with walls, which as we have pointed out several times, ultimately just helped Croc. Ooh, that was a good read on the landing there. Ooh. That was a clutch recovery there. Very last moment, a bit of mega hands. Taking a lead, but as soon as I say that, the stocks are even again. There we go, there again. Wall jump for the recovery. There's a lovely bit of play there for the flare blitz. The jab lock into the flare blitz confirmed. Whether it's planned or not, that was a great way to dodge the up air, was to switch Pokemon. Ah, welcome back, guys.
I won the losers. So. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh. That was unfortunate. And
Pokemon
Is that the end of that one?
Focus takes it 2-0.
Now, we have Peter coming up in the semi-finals, and I have a losers game to play. Who do you think should be on mic?
I'd say let losers catch up, so...
I'll see which match you're playing next anyway.
Well, you'll be playing against Croc, so if he just stays in...
Oh yeah.
You could be on stream again. It went so well last time.
I'm really glad you didn't have to watch the losers bracket, because the person... So... McCasmy went Game & Watch.
Ah.
I didn't realize he played.
A Game & Watch Ditto.
It was just so bad. Not because like we were SDing, it was just because Game & Watch Dittos are cancer. It's just like, oh right, we're gonna down smash everything and nothing will work because everything, like all our options counter each other.
Yes.
Luckily I won, otherwise I would have had to hang up my title as the one Game Watch player. Croc's in.
Croc has just left, unfortunately. Sure, he will be back soon.
We're also almost coming up on the top 4, so we'll be starting the best of 5 matches.
Yes.
Once again, Derpy Yoshi and Focus Miss are in the semi-finals. To no one's surprise.
Not a surprise, but will we see a different outcome, or will it be Derpy Yoshi going to lose this time?
I mean, will there even be another character they play? Or will we have another weird Donkey Kong versus Kirby battle? We're just taking a minute to organize which game we shall play next stream. We have a couple going on right now.
Yep. I think we're all waiting on also the results of the previous games to be locked in.
Yeah.
A lot more 2-1s this round, this tournament. We did have many. We had almost all games at this point last time be 2-0.
2 of them have been me. No wonder it means that I'm a really good Ditto player.
Hello.
Peter, welcome back.
Hello.
Candid, what do you want to do?
I think.
Well, I feel like we should losers catch up a bit.
Yeah, let losers play the two games they have to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do you versus Croc, because I think Jabin Reversi already started.
Yeah, I think they've been going for a bit, so
Yep.
me versus
Yeah.
Croc on stream.
Okay, and then yeah, do that.
And hopefully it'll be better than the last one on stream, because the other finals game was pretty good, apart from there was 2 game watches, which was bad.
Is that why it took so long?
Yes.
Ah, makes
We
There wasn't any SDs, luckily. It was just really annoying. I didn't even realize Kazmi played Game Watch. I thought he was the
Joker.
he played Joker.
Might be trying to switch it up. With a new character.
I wish he wasn't. Much more comfortable against
You
Joker.
can play any character, just not mine.
Yeah. I will head off and I shall ban all the stages with walls to prove that it doesn't.
There we go. So that's his plan. Will he be able to see it through? Who knows?
I don't know if the walls are the biggest impact, but if it works for him, it works for him.
Well, he explained it earlier, where he was saying like without walls, it gives Falcons less options. So he has a better idea of what Falcon's going to do when he goes to recover, making it easier to edge guard.
That does make sense, I guess, but actually no, that is a fair point. It's just whether or not you value being able to shut off that as opposed to like blast zones or platform layouts. But
Yeah,
I think
there are
walls
obviously
are
other
good.
factors to
Walls
think
are
of,
good.
but
I just realised I'm not actually watching the stream yet. Oops.
yes. Watch a little private spin. So the characters get to watch.
Game Watch Ike. The walls did not make a difference.
Nope.
Oh no. This one is probably decent for Ike. Is it going to be even? I think probably even. Does he? Yeah. I wonder how this matchup plays out.
Yeah, because for all of like, I mean the sword and basically a load of Game Watch moves are disjoints, so yeah, it's not like they have that over their opponent.
Ike should be able to space moves outside of the actual range, which is usually the deciding factor in a lot of Game Watch matchups. He doesn't have the greatest mobility. That I'm pretty sure that F tilt can be punished. Maybe by an up the out shield, because I think up the out shield is very 15.
Yeah, for both of them.
I'm still getting carried up the that's nice. I like the dash attack off the platform. Just
Yeah,
cover him jumping up.
The
Good up B to get him
the
out. There.
latent hitbox just means that it looks safe, but it Just is. Ooh, unfortunately, it's just a little too far for that grab to connect. Unfortunately, wasn't able to punish the F tilt there.
Oh, he's trying to cover roll then with down smash, which is interesting. I like it, but he's not. He didn't space himself to cover down smash with tip of the one that buries. So it's not necessarily the best option. Oh my god, that dash that killed at 83 after hit.
Yeah.
Ike of rage everywhere.
Yeah, rage will be a deciding factor in this since
Just giving Ike that kill power. If Croc stays alive, it'll be very hard for Hands. I'm not sure if Panda knows the ways you can edge guard Ike.
yeah, it might be unfortunate just not knowing the matchup.
Oh my god, that needed him. It's not gonna kill. That won't kill.
It's just racking up more damage, which if Panda can't kill. Ooh, there we go.
That will definitely kill.
Yep.
I think he meant to do up there, but missing up push. There you go. Surprisingly able to drop shield up punish. That's gonna kill. Well, counter didn't get the hit though. And again, he's getting the. I don't get the reads, but he's not getting the hits for that. But he's still got a sizable lead.
Yeah.
Panda needs to get Rock off stage. It's just it seems so hard for Panda to get in. It's that wall of neutrals.
Keeping Panda out quite well this entire game, not allowing him to get off in many combos.
I saw that F smash from there. I got very scared.
Yeah. Oh, almost the shield break there.
Drop stage, not going high enough to catch the side B of there.
He's gone past several times, but just can't get the timing right.
Seems like a low success rate. I wonder if there's like something missing with the edge guard.
Unfortunately, get the punish on the side there either.
I want it. Yeah, I was gonna say I want to see more up smash from Panda. Oh, F tilt. Got a lot of F tilt kills today.
Panda's trying to make a kill move more than anything.
Oh my god,
no.
you better not die for that.
Oh, that was close.
We had no reason to bet it on the bat through down. But it would have been funny to bet. The dash, that catching landing.
And that is
102 Meister.
I fight for my friends.
He fights for his friends.
good job. I hope your friends are proud. Ups and downs in that game for both of them, I think. So what do you think Panda needs to do to maybe overturn and get the win now?
He needs to think about how he commits to an edge guard, and like in what areas he's trying to cover, because he's not been able to get a punish on the side B, like Ike's side B, like at any point in that match.
Yeah,
So maybe he wants to maybe instead he should like either cover the ledge with neutral B, or he covers a high recovery by placing an up smash where he thinks he's going to land on stage. I'm not sure. Maybe if he can get out of there with like back air, but with, I guess to go high, like double jump a lot of the time. I think he missed the fast forward on the neutral air. I'm moving through with like the B up B. Very nice. So far.
Croc there baiting out the obvious up B that was coming.
Yeah, don't land on that. Good position.
Good. There was a good choice there.
I like the idea of the forward air, but I think he wanted to go up tilt or maybe neutral air instead of F tilt. I'm just misjudging how far he gets sent. Can't land. You can't dare through up air, but you can against most characters. So yeah, Panda should definitely think about how he uses his option for this part as well. Yeah, you can't really default to the landing down air against Ike. Or yeah, covering the on-stage coverage, whatever, much better this time. Yeah, you need to go. You need to cover higher with back air. I'm surprised that interaction works the way it did.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going to work. And there we are, even again.
Only 5% tax on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking really want to go.
Ooh, good spot dodge there. Didn't want to be grounded.
I'm not fast enough to catch that.
No, unfortunately not.
Croc's been trying a lot of counters against the bombs. I don't think it's the way you want to approach it.
Yeah,
especially when you can just hit the bombs and hit game launch. God.
Might be playing against the fact that you hit a counter in game 1. Trying to replicate that. Didn't hold his shot for long enough there. Still got hit by the final. Hit. Wow.
Oh my god, that killed center stage.
That was
90%. Such a strong move.
Especially if you hit the entirety of the attack. Maybe. Didn't get a shield option. Red Panda was stuck having to do the rest of his life.
Croc's in a really nice position though. Just needs to stay alive, get that chip damage, but Neutra's gonna kill with 1 life increase.
Almost. If watching news would have killed at that point.
I'm consistently punishing that there from ledge to up tilt. If Panda's going to keep doing a new ledge, drop, judge, scary stuff. But that trap just in the same. He countered there and he got hit. He just got hit for it.
Yeah, he's countering at the wrong time, really. He seems to just try to use it as a way to not take any damage. But
He needs to think a couple steps ahead. Croc's gone high so many times and has not been covering it. Yeah, he's setting up the trap. Chef X Smash. Not gonna pop shield. Oh, suddenly Panda is in a very precarious situation. Don't want to get him. He will die.
Although he has the percent lead, still in kill range.
One hard read. That's it.
There we
That
go.
is it. He got a beat at 75 maybe, and he died.
Yeah,
Good
75.
I fight for my friends.
He's gonna be able to his semis. Panda
Still fighting
goes
for
out.
his friends. And that means Panda is unfortunately out of the tournament. And it means Croc moves on to losers round 3.
Alright.
Alright, I will see you guys later.
Yes, because now... Are we streaming your game, Focus? Peter. Maybe he's gone.
He's already gone. We can
He's
stream it.
already gone.
It's we're gonna have to stream it anyway. It's top 4.
Mm. Yes. Now, how do you feel about that game?
That one was better. It's Ike, so you can't really win, but I feel like it did alright. That's a matchup that even the best people can't really have difficulty with. So I'm not feeling too bad about losing it.
Mm.
How are Champion and Mercy still playing? They started before I went on, and they're still going. Hopefully they will finish sometime today.
Yes, Croc Meister needs to advance.
Are entering top 4 with about an hour left, so...
We have a problem.
What?
It's been input as you 1-2-0.
Oh damn it, I put in the wrong thing, hold on.
That is a problem. Unless you want to continue on to false pretenses.
No. That doesn't sound good, right? Obviously, I made a mistake, but you can put them in without the other person even acknowledging them.
That's a bit silly.
Meanwhile, we will have sent Dervyoshi the details, so it should be starting around now.
And they are. About to start now. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's, I think he's quickly changing the scores.
Ah, yes.
Does mean that it's already 1-0 to Serenity.
Yeah, that was quick game 1.
Yeah.
Very dominant performance from Focus, but just too many SDs. Just constantly going for Ganon sides. Strange choices. We haven't seen him play Ganon, but...
Honestly, Ganon is the underdog here. I want to see someone play.
And just to spite me, they've switched sides.
Scores have been probably updated though.
Yes. There's no cheating here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Joker versus...
Pokemon trainer.
Now again, we've seen the issue with Serenity is that he plays too many characters, so even though he's playing Joker here, how well he can play Joker is something else. We know that Focus plays Pokemon Trainer quite well. I'm sure he's had lots of experience with Joker, so... See if the Joker pick pays off. Personally though, Joker versus Pokemon Trainer is pretty even, so... It's definitely much more even than Kirby, which might be why he decides to switch.
You know, he may have just been training his Joker this entire time.
That was very nice. And I don't even think there was anything that Serenity could do about it. Any sort of roll or tech would lead to him being hit by the leverets.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be that. Switch.
Excellent recovery from Focus there.
Big stall too. See if it gets him anywhere there. Maybe he can build up any percentage.
That was a perfect timing for our send there. Oh, and he gets the spike. Perfect. It's now an even game. With only a 50.
He managed to get a bit of Arsene out though beforehand, which is probably very good for him. He was already at a kill percent, so that Arsene's already gone. Now, not only does he have the damage lead, but he doesn't need to worry about Arsene for a long while.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, he still had it.
Oh.
That was real bad on Focus. He had multiple opportunities to recover and missed all of them. So good for Serenity for getting the extra stock out, but that's not going to happen again. I can tell you that much.
Well, both these players have shown they can SD and still win a game.
Yeah, that's true. Arsene's out, so she's the heavy. Die. Almost. Well,
Bit over optimistic there, trying to go for the spike.
I have seen quite a few SDs from Peter on Pokemon Trainer. He is not used to the more vertical recovery of Charizard. Might not even be used to it compared to Squirtle. It's dangerous, pretty much any move, any hit from Charizard will kill, all this stuff is power. And that's...
Oh,
not enough.
good DI
He
there.
gets Arsene, and does he... But
Guy's still up. Okay.
he recovered way too high, left in free fall.
Pokemon Trainer.
Enough for Peter to quickly get the punish.
Yep. And he takes the lead.
With an hour left, we probably only have time for 3 more games, as in rounds. We'll finish off this one. I believe the losers finals is happening now. So then we'll see the losers finals. The losers semifinals is happening now. So we'll move over to the losers finals once that's done, and then over to the grand final between whoever wins this and whoever wins that.
Could be another rematch, like we saw last week.
Probably. I believe, even if... Who's currently in the losers semi-finals? We have Crocmeister and Reversi, who I believe both faced at least either Peter or Serenity last time, and lost, so... This is an interesting switch.
Could Derp Yoshi just know that this game, he doesn't necessarily have to win this game, and could just be trying to find the character that he can beat Pokemon Trainer with?
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue with Pokemon Trainer though, there's not many matchups that loses because of how many, just the differences between the 3 Pokemon control. Like, Inkling is surely going to be better against Charizard, but against Squirtle, not so much. Nice strings. It's a nice string, but I mean, after that entire string, it got like 20%. For how impressive that was, you'd expect a bit more from it. The other thing England has that where you might be banking off of is just getting as many parries as possible. It's, if you know how to do it right, it's very hard to react to, especially online. You can't even get on stage, then parry's not going to do much good.
Read that to the grab.
There's the one thing England has, a very fast grab. And a very fast move speed, so...
Definitely has
very
mobility advantage.
Very quickly run up and grab you, get some stuff off of it. It might not be too much combat from it, but it can at least get the opponent off stage.
Ooh, gets the bomb.
Is very good at stage pressure. Charizard is just good at being big. And even at 110 is not really that close to death. However, looking at 150, even a jab from most Pokemon won't do it now. Pretty much. Throughout the massive hitbox. Back to low percents, so get up the Squirtle 2 combos. Ooh, that was... Ooh! They both tried to give each other. Neither of them worked. Squirtle going for the... trying to get a spike, and then Inkling was holding in kind. It's a shame the Inkling missed, because a spike down there would surely have killed. There is very little Peter could have done about that.
Yeah, especially with... Possibly Charizard could have survived it, but unfortunately you'd have to swap out two characters.
Yeah, you'd have to, swapping out between the two characters and the delay between them would be too much. You'd be off stage by then. Or off screen by then. Ooh, that's not combo, thank God. We don't need a mix between Ivysaur and Young Link.
Oh, good follow-up there with the double.
Yeah. Just throwing out so many large hitboxes will usually work. There's not much Serenity could have done there. If he had stayed in shield, he would have been very close to breaking. Just walks into the bomb. Does he do it again? He does. What is the game plan here? Does he want a pink Squirtle? Do you want the shiny Pokemon?
Yeah, pink Squirtle.
Unfortunately, that's not.
This is Dynamax pink.
Just pink.
Yeah, that's the only change. Don't need anything else.
Ooh, Pikachu card's too good. Not gonna get.
It's like they've added Pikachu with Ash's hat. Next they're gonna add in Pokemon. The new event in Pokemon is Pikachu with Ash's hat. Next.
That's the event. It's just Pikachu still has Ash's hat.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be Pikachu. Now it's gonna be Pink Squirtle.
Charizard is looking at 200%. Oh, but he missed it.
I'm surprised you went with the down throw there.
It does kill. I forget which one of England's is the better kill throw. I think it was back air, so I don't know why back throw, so I'm not sure why you didn't use it.
Yeah, I would have thought a back throw, especially it's such a high percent. And you're next to the ledge as well.
We're looking at a large percent difference.
It's gonna be tough to bring
recovery's good, but Serenity's real pushing it. Drop down up there. That'll be it.
Oh, bet gets them again.
Very similar percents to last game too. Maybe is not the solution to Pokemon training. But what is?
But we do have a game 3. This now being best of 5.
Do you think if Serenity can bring it back?
It's going to be tough for him. It's going to be tough for the old Yoshi.
I think what he needs is that if the rumors are true, wait until the Pokemon DLC comes out, because they will nerf the star Pokemon. They decide, like, you know what, Charizard's too strong, get rid of it.
Yeah, just remove Charizard.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure people have done actual science to determine that Charizard is the best Pokemon.
Best overall? Out of all of them?
Yeah.
I doubt that.
It's not like I don't think they factored in competitive viable, no.
Then what are they factoring in? Are we still talking Smash Brothers or actual Pokemon here?
I think it was just actual Pokemon.
I mean, I can tell you, I kind of had the stats on these if you want to know. Competitively, I think the best one is Landorus. Because he's a flying ground type, which gives him so many immunities and resistances. And his stats are insane. If you're just going stats, I think it's Mega Rayquaza. His are...
Another change.
If anyone knows about IVs, Mega Rayquaza's base is above 1,000, which is the highest out of all of them. Wait, I can Google this. That's good.
You've not got time.
I have 2 monitors. I can multitask. Have the stats, if you want to hear them.
So I have
First,
the article that I was referencing up as well. If you... He's gone back to Mario this time.
I don't think that's the answer. I know. Oh god. I don't even know how that happened. But that's like almost exactly why. Doctor's Mario he's strong, he's powerful. And against Squirtle he's great. But if against Charizard off stage, I feel like Dr. Mario would just die. And there's not really much you can do about it. He has the lead now, so let's see if I'm wrong. Anyway, tell me about this article. Early stop.
Lovely jab lock to forward smash there.
Yeah, Peter stayed on.
So
Squirrel just too long.
So the article is explaining how it's explaining how the way Charizard's designed gives it universal appeal.
Oh, appeal.
So it makes it the best Pokemon because no one has a problem with Charizard. Your favourite Pokemon maybe.
Are you telling me that my boy Mudkip does not have the greatest appeal out of all the Pokemon?
No, because there's actual studies, like they did focus group testing where... Okay, so this is 650, so this was before Gen 8, Gen 7?
That's before Gen 7, I believe.
But my tip is still included in that, so... But it essentially says that on how like it rates highly in virtually all age groups in focus testing, and its Charizard merch consistently makes like top dollar alongside stuff like Pikachu merch, which obviously is going to sell masses because he is the face of the franchise.
Yeah. That's it. Mario's dead.
He still has a single stock lead.
Yeah, Focus really let Mario get away with this. Maybe he's just not used to how early Dr. Mario can kill, because he is a powerhouse compared to old Mario. All his moves are strong.
As a trade-off, he does lack a bit of that. Does lack some of the movement that helps Mario.
Yeah, he's like if you combine Little Mac and Mario together. I feel is the best way to describe it. I remember they also did that. Do you remember a while ago they did the entire like Pokemon sent out the official survey to see which was the favorite Pokemon overall.
Really? I didn't hear about this.
It was worldwide. They had 1,000 results.
So who won?
I'm looking it up now.
Well, while you look that up, Focus is suddenly even this match up. Although
He is, however, at 130, and that will kill it.
will certainly kill.
Dr. Mario wins!
However, Focus has 2 more games to come back.
Do we have a reverse 3-0 on our hands? Who knows?
And I feel like now that he knows he's playing Dr. Mario, he can easily adapt to it.
Well, there
I
was
don't
much
like
change
switching.
from the first time they played last week.
That's true. Well, there wasn't much switching by either of them, and now Serenity's played 3 different characters already.
And different stages as well. Could we see a return of the Donkey Kong?
Possibly. I imagine that Peter's just gonna switch up the What do you know? Alright, I have the survey here. It
We have,
had
like all the Pokemon names.
52,000 results. This was done a year ago, so it happened during after Gen 9 came out, so it's every Pokemon we know.
Are we on Gen 9?
Maybe we might be
I
on Gen
thought we
8.
were on Gen 8.
We have too many gens. Get rid of one. Out of all the Pokemon, 4 of them got no votes at all. So
Only 4?
yeah, feel bad for my boy Silcoon who got none.
Oh, Silky.
Very sad.
Lovely man.
But I can tell you that you are right. Charizard was ranked number 1.
Exactly, it's because he just has... He has such a mass appeal.
And I think the top results are very telling. We have Charizard, then Gengar, Arcanine, Bulbasaur, Blaziken, Umbreon, Lucario, Gardevoir, Eevee, and Dragonite. Out of the top 10 most voted ranks, 6 of those are from Gen 1. So you have to realize that there's also Serenity. Wow.
He switched it up.
But he won and then switched. I guess he was worried that. I mean, that is something. He was worried that Peter would have had the read, so he switches to a completely new character and try and get it before.
Yeah, he seems to be using his skill with a massive variety just to make it so that
Can't
Focus
get
doesn't get
download
out
on any of
first handle in the matchup.
It is a good strategy, but it doesn't last. The issue. Even if it works for this tournament or like this round, you're gonna have to fight him. If you fight him again, you're either gonna have to just keep using it more and more characters, or he's slowly gonna
Yes.
remember how to play against them.
And Javian, I do echo what you said in chat. Silcoon is a champ, and he will eventually get the respect he deserves.
Well, be the change you want to see. Next time there's a poll, go out and vote for your boy Silky.
Pokemon
I can tell you the
go
other
to
one.
polls.
Yeah. I can tell you the other 3 that had none. Gothita, Electric, and Young Goose. Personally, don't really care about any of those.
Electric is
No, Electric.
Electric. Which Pokemon is that?
No, E-Electric.
Ah, still
I
don't
think
know.
it was like a Gen 6 one that. Yeah, it's the pre-evolved of a Pokemon that nobody really remembers.
I just
Is that
spell
like
it. I'm trying to
electric?
Google it.
Eel-Electric. It's a really annoying spelling. They put like K's instead of C's.
No, it just keeps. Problem is, I'm typing electric Pokemon, and it's just it's auto-correcting to electric Pokemon.
Remember, so E is double E-L, so remember that.
yeah, yeah. I put double E, but it wants to say, did you mean electric?
Just say, yeah, no, I did not mean electric, I meant E-Electric. Yes, you can.
No, it just comes to. I've just taken Pokemon off, and it's E. E is a British gas and electricity
E.
supplier.
The letter E. Hold on. I can send you the exact spelling if you want to look it up.
My Google's
Let's
not
send you
working. Well, it seems the Lucina match is a much more even game by the looks of it.
Going better. For focus at least. He is not 2 stocks down this time. Or he is still slightly behind. And again, he wants to get those edge guards.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lucina and Charizard are both very explosive fighters. And those presents any move will kill. There.
That
There's-
Pokemon?
There's the eel that nobody
I
cares
have
about.
never seen this Pokemon.
You've probably seen his evolution, because his evolution is everywhere. Or his evolution is much more popular.
I didn't know I was putting this out.
I'd say they use K's instead of C's.
No, I was paying attention to something else. We've got a lot going on right now.
Nah, we've seen them fight before. We can talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Think about
well
this.
struggling matchup players wise.
Go back to the survey. It's always that sort of thing, because like every time there's you see like the Pokemon Company do something where they're like, oh, we're gonna have like Charizard or Gengar in like one of the new games, and everyone's like, it's a Gen 1. Why do they keep pandering to Gen 1? It's because everyone likes Gen 1.
Yeah, it's cause legit.
I mean, like,
Ooh.
no, that's Charizard. Ooh, tried to taunt.
Still went for the taunt.
He went for the taunt to get bodied, so he completely deserved that.
And that means Focus moves on to the finals.
In the finals. Which means
Yoshi will be in losers.
the
finals.
losers semifinals is still happening, so we'll see who he's up against, but it'll either be Reversi or Crocmeister. Anyway, we can get back to the
Back to
survey.
the important stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know what it's caused. Maybe it's just like all the people who play Gen 1 are now the people who are online and old enough to do all this stuff, so
I think the reason it is, and I think this is, I don't think it's like the fact that like they got lazy with the designs. I think it's because the older Pokemon just do look like animals, and that they look more
I
realistic.
mean, it
like,
could be. I honestly think it's just the most people online at the moment were the people who grew up with Gen 1.
True.
Like for me, my favorite designs are the ones from Gen 3, which is what I grew up with. Like Blaziken and Swampert and Mudkip are some of my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, but I think it was about Gen 5 and somewhere between Gen 5 and Gen 6 when we started moving away from more animalistic designs.
Yeah, but
And-
I'm
and
sure
going
because
more-
like, the issue is the people who grew up with Gen 5 and Gen 6 are now only turning about like 16, 17. I mean, Gen 5 didn't come out too long ago.
Yeah, but I don't think you can say that they're the people who are most online because, like, people younger than us, people like 16, 17, they're online a hell of a lot more than we were at that age. And even people younger than that.
Well, I mean, yes, they will be online more than us. I don't think that they're going to be on Reddit participating on this online survey. I feel like
wouldn't
that
be
is more
surprised.
people who are. I mean, obviously, there are going to be people who are, but I feel like still the majority of people will be the ones who grew up with Gen 1.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like we're now waiting on Reversi and Crocmeister's losers semis to conclude. Then we'll be going into the losers finals.
I think that I actually also have the number of votes per gen Gen 1 had over twice as many votes as the next gen. And
what was the next one? I'm curious.
so the next gen was Gen 3, then Gen 2, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7.
What was the... This is probably something they haven't picked out, and you may have to just scroll through. But what is the middle of the road Pokemon? What is the Pokemon that's dead in the middle? That's something I'd want to know. Who is the... Like, you know, they're not the most, they're not the least, they're literally dead center of vote. Yeah, obviously not, because that's not how like arrays of votes would work. But it'd be interesting to see.
Afraid with 52,000 votes. I can't really... Wait, I can.
Davian is pointing out in chat that people who grew up with Gen 1 have jobs and kids to worry about. They're not going to be participating on online surveys. They got to get their kids to school.
Most people who are like in their... All the Twitch streamers are now 30. They can Twitch stream with kids and jobs. I can tell you the exact middle though. So there's 806. So I'm looking at number 403. Alright, so it's a tie between 18 Pokemon. We're looking at Nidoqueen, Nidorino, Machop, Machoke, Quillfish, Macargo, Elekid, Slackoff, Plusle, Cacnea, Wishcash, Cherim, Zebstrika, Minchino, Jellicent, Fennekin, Cutiefly, Necrozma, and Paris. Those are all the middle of the barrel ones.
How many votes did they get?
402.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
It looks that Croc is advanced, so we will be watching Croc versus Derpy. I wonder if Derpy will stick to his tactic of playing a different character every game.
Oh, he's going for the Falcon Ditto. This is really challenging for Croc now because he needs to prove that as a Falcon main he can beat this person who probably does not play him too much.
3, 2, 1, go!
Show me a move.
A nice show me a muse to start the game.
Immediately going for a lead. You'd like to see it.
We did.
I think we are seeing the difference in general Falcon plays. That should have been a combo from Serenity. Just some of Serenity's movement, he runs up a shield sometimes. It's clear that Croc is the more familiar one right off the bat. However, that might not mean anything, because he might not be used to stuff after Ditto. Serenity just pulls off some wild, crazy moves.
The game playing the Ditto.
Yeah, you don't know how to take it.
As you experienced earlier in the tournament.
What if a very early stock?
Yeah, very
It's looking
early.
like it's probably not going to be what Serenity wants to stick with. Actually, something that I didn't even realize, but I find quite funny. So, Silcoon got no votes, but Cascoon got 2. So there's 2 people who looked at Silcoon, you're like, you know what? This Pokemon's alright, but Cascoon, that's the real Pokemon. Nice read, however you're already at...
Oh, he gets the knee.
That's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt.
Croc's pride more than anything. Even with the percentage difference, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
It's the mental.
That would have well, it would have gotten him damage, but Falcon's recovery is so good that it, yeah, I don't think
it was also just to help him recover.
I think he might have been trying to gimp, but at 0%, probably wouldn't have been enough.
There, which side he's going to end up on. We're having a lot more offstage shenanigans than we have had in previous matches.
quite amusing. Pikachu is at number 44.
Really?
And it's actually under Raichu.
I think in those kind of polls, Pikachu definitely suffers from overexposure. Like everyone's seen Pikachu.
I know, but it also is probably that thing where it's like, if it's mostly like older teenagers and adults voting, they don't care about Pikachu, but then all like the kids who are actually marketed towards are like, whoa.
They don't care about him now that he's slimmed down.
Yeah, but they made his Gigantamax look bad again, so everyone's happy.
I know, I did like that. That was a nice touch. I don't like Gigantamax.
I think it's alright.
I think it's fine and it adds some spectacle. I'm okay with Dynamax is better in my opinion. Like it's like any Pokemon can do it. I don't like having to have a specific Pokemon to use Gigantamax.
Oh yeah, I mean, so like Dynamax is an interesting thing, just in general. I know my issue with Dynamax is that that's very nice.
He didn't send down. He didn't get the spike, but still got the kill.
He actually came back and won his mountain. That is really gotta hurt Croc. He was so far ahead for so long and then just got hit by their knee and that was it. His morale was broken. Like, I know that, and personally I prefer the Mega Evolution designs, but
I understand why they did it where you have to have a specific Pokemon with a specific trait, where it's like, oh, that's cool. Like they have to like be there. But I think
so. I know that the whole specific trait is really annoying to do. However, it might have been a rumor. I don't remember. I think in the next DLC they're actually introducing a way that you can just change a Pokemon to Gigantamax if it's the right type.
Yeah, because I know
In fact,
they're doing
that might have already been in the previous DLC.
It depends. Have they added the Dynamax forms for the starters? Or Gigantamax forms for the starters?
Yes, that was in the previous DLC.
Yeah, I think that comes with a way to make them a Gigantamax Pokemon because obviously your starters aren't Gigantamax. They're not going to make you go out.
Falcon Venus Falcon, then you switch. That's not fair. At least give them the chance to. And again, seeing another new character.
I think it was random SSP in the chat that said that Derpy Yoki or Aaron's moveset his playstyle is basically an expiry date. The longer it goes on, the easier it is for his opponent to get the download. So he kind of needs games to go as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that's true. But if you're planning on switching off Falcon anyway, then giving him another chance to play against the Falcon and it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, but then again, he just needs to. That shock value does help. Thank you, SSB. It was in the previous DLC for Pokemon.
So they made that more viable.
Well, I thought
I think they're just trying to.
As if it was based on friendship or something like that.
That could work. Although, like, again, it would just leave you with trying to grind out friendship on some Pokemon, which is annoying in its own way.
Yeah, but like, competitive players are going to do that anyway. They're going to be grinding for different things. They might as well grind for friendship as well.
I think Pokemon's just trying to find this weird thing where it's like, alright, we need to switch stuff up. We need to try and, like, change the... They want to change stuff, but they also, like, they do still look for, like, onto the competitive side. That's the whole reason why Gigantamax only lasts 3 turns. And I wonder if that was why they got rid of Mega Evolutions. Maybe
it is a possibility.
Because that lasts the entire... as long as the Pokemon's out, so I'm sure there was some broken combinations, which...
I think you could switch them out and still have them be Mega as well.
Still have them Mega?
Yeah, I think it was until they fainted.
Huh. And who knows, I mean, the next DLC's coming out next month, and we're not quite sure what they're at, all of what they're adding, but we know that all the legendaries are back, but not all the Pokemon are back. However, this is probably not the last DLC. I'd be surprised if it was. They've already added so many Pokemon back, I'd be really surprised if they didn't decide, you know what, final DLC will add the remaining ones.
Yeah, we've already got like
Sucked up by the
2 extra. We've essentially got what the 2 DLCs are essentially like the bonus content you get in the third game.
Pretty much at this point.
So like, if you want to think of it that way, that would seem like they'd probably just go on to the next one. But
I mean, like no matter what, like, oh, we went for the wrong
around.
read.
That was an unfortunate misinput.
I think it wouldn't have worked anyway. He could have shielded it, but at least he would have hit it.
He definitely had time to process that.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day we'll get the cool Family Punch.
One day we can hope.
Yeah. I mean, like, whether or not, like, it's a... You agree with what they're doing or not, I just generally really prefer paying DLC than looking at an extra game that I'm just not going to buy.
Yeah, I think, personally, I do think it's the best way to go forward. I don't like the...
Is that
people
there?
are
Not
complaining.
but... I feel like the way they handled it was really bad.
Yeah, they could have.
They're like...
They could have at least when they first said, like, there's going to be some Pokemon.
Yeah, it was a real mess up. Like they didn't want to reveal that they weren't including all the Pokemon. Then when they did reveal it, they tried to cover it up. Then they said there wasn't going to be any DLC adding any Pokemon, and they did release DLC, and it's just like...
Yeah, they should have said we were looking to... Basically, how I would have handled it is, at launch, some Pokemon won't be able to be brought over from older games, but in the future, we are currently looking into ways that in the future you will be able to. Like,
I feel like that might have
people
just
would
been
still
like...
get annoyed, but at least then, like, they're
I mean,
like,
obviously,
oh,
because...
people are going to get annoyed either way when you're saying a statement like that, but at least you're saying, like, in the future there may be a chance.
I feel like there might have been like a... problem with communication between like the management and the reveal team.
Yeah, like the designers. I think it's just probably the media team working slightly, because obviously there's stuff they can't say, and they probably didn't want to reveal that there was going to be DLC.
They might not have known. They might have just been, or they might have been like, maybe it was something with management where they said, you know what, we're not gonna add more Pokemon. Then later on they were like, all right, we will, and then they just tried to forget that they said they weren't going to in the first place instead of acknowledging it. Ooh, sword fight. We know Croc can play Ike, and we know Crom can play. Serenity can play everything. So.
1, go!
You have to wonder whether Serenity has time to play any other games. So it seems like he spends his entire time playing every character.
Maybe he just doesn't train. He just like, basically he's like, what character am I going to play today? It's just random. He's like, oh, that's the character I'm playing today.
But again, to play every character, you're looking at like forever late time to get good follow. Clearly, the university needs to be giving him more work. I think that's what we're doing here.
Or less work.
Pandemic things are bad, but
maybe he's just got this skill level and he needs more time to finally pick a character. Ooh, that's
very early starts. Like if you have a sword, it's very easy to and if you have a sword, it's very easy to mess up. However, Ike has the bigger sword, but Crom's is faster. That? Yeah,
Croc trying to
Croc,
copy that.
you can see that the Croc is just like slightly behind. He wanted to do the exact same thing that Serenity did to him, but Serenity knew he wanted to do that and just didn't.
Yeah, and he was able to get back to the ledge without using his LP.
Yeah. So it's just like, that's just a thing of experience. They buffed his up smash, so up specials, now he's changes. That is a weird interaction.
Yeah, I don't actually know what happened there.
So, both of them have super armor on startup, and they both used it, but Crom was slightly faster. Or was slightly before. So they both just super armored through each other, but because Crom was in the air first, he got the main hit on when they reached the
No,
top.
I saw it differently. I thought Brock was the one who started first, so his super armor weared off first, meaning that while Crom dealt Yoshi, his attack was still going on. It means he got hit by the latent, by the last hitbox of the move that brings you up.
Could be. Either way, it was really weird. And probably really unfortunate for Croc, because at that point, like he was planning on using his that was slightly too early. He needs the thing with experience, just knowing the distances on that. How long Crom can wait. Very brazen.
And that is a 3-0.
Special.
Training's paid off.
Currently is proving that sticking with one character is the better option.
What?
Well, focus.
Hmm.
He has one with a single character. I think like the current rumor is that so there's a bit over 400 Pokemon in the base game. They added a bit over 100 in the first DLC, and they're expecting to add again a bit over 100 in the next DLC. So we're looking at being able to catch up to 700 Pokemon in the base game alone with DLC, which is a lot. That's more than any other game so far. It's just taken them 2 years.
And the thing is always that there's not an option to transfer Pokemon from the last game, from all the games. You got stuck with the base roster.
And like the other reason I'm so sure that they're gonna have at least a third DLC is they haven't added back any other starter Pokemon except for the first 3. And I just feel like you could sell an entire DLC with like, alright, here is Totodile.
Here are your
And
starters.
Mudkip. Yeah, have fun.
Dynamax forms. Sorry,
Yeah.
we didn't give them all Mega Evolutions.
I mean, maybe that's how they play it off. They'll give all the starters Dynamax forms. Maybe they just add back the starters. But
Yeah, I can see. I don't see them adding them just as like, hey. But I can see them adding.
I
not
feel
the
like
Dynamax.
they should do like an entire DLC with that. But it would be crazy if they never did. If they were like, all right, we've done the 2 DLC. That's enough. We're gonna leave because.
Well, they could just say we're going to go make the next game, and the next game will be a return to norm, and like you can just transfer your Pokemon from the last one,
Yeah,
from
but
old
then
games.
all the people who want their starters in this game will just lose out entirely.
Well, yeah, that's just going to happen. They're going to, no matter what they do, like unless they just go, oh yeah, we've added every Pokemon into this game, like. Someone's gonna miss out on their favorite Pokemon.
But
Caspian's not getting.
what
on
I'm
there.
saying is that I think they
Still
will add in all the Pokemon back into this game. They've done 2 DLC. They might just make 2 more DLC. It's less effort than making an entire new game.
Yeah, but they're gonna make a new game in the end anyway.
But surely they could just do that later after they make the DLC and all the money from that. The fact that they will do something eventually doesn't mean they'll stop doing something now. Anyway, we're looking at Pokemon Trainer versus Diddy Kong. We know that Serenity is pretty good at Diddy Kong. However, I believe Peter has also played against him before as DK. We'll see if it is enough though to get the victory. But the other thing we're looking at, even if we have about 15 minutes, if Peter can win this bracket, then that's it.
Yep.
No super finals. That is the
No super mega dark finals as some people call them.
No, Bug finals is when the host fights the champion. So that'd be you, Ollie. You'd be fighting against the winner.
If we ever have extra time, that's what we'll do. I'll whip out the old
If you're really up for it. My favorite Thug finals are whenever like Meister wins a tournament. Ooh, that is a gift. Yeah. Whenever I've seen like Meister win a tournament, they want to do a thug finals, they just decide to do like Gamer Watch Judgment Roulette. And the favorite thing about that is that, so obviously Meister, the Game Watch main, has won almost all of them, apart from one.
Well, he's just got good RNG. He knows the inputs.
But the fact that he's lost one means that the one person who beat him is now holding that over him.
He had better RNG. You gotta just input better.
Yeah. Need to know how to manipulate it.
Yeah. It's like
any RNG here, it's boring.
It's like if you're a hero main and you just don't know how to get a crit every time.
I think my thing with like the Pokemon DLC was I was having like a Mandela effect moment because I swear when they were first announcing that there'll be DLC, they said they would have a total of 4 DLC, and we're going to announce like the first 2 next year and like later this year or next year. But then when I went back and looked at it, I couldn't find anything about that. So,
oh, that's unfortunate.
It's one of the Pokemon trainers SDs. Peter does that a lot. He loves to go off stage.
These two players do love to SD.
Yeah, keeps it interesting.
Oh, unfortunately didn't get a punish off on there.
Surprisingly powerful. Ooh, is that it? That's it. Very
That
powerful.
is game 1.
However, I don't think Peter knows ESDs. I think he knows that he can get it back quite quickly. And I think Serenity is very worried about that.
Well, it all comes down to who Serenity play next. Derpy Yoshi plays next.
He knows it's a best of 5, so Peter has two games to adapt to it, and Serenity does not like that.
I think that Serenity's choice of playing a different character in every match is a result of last time these two played in the finals, because he said like he realised in the first final, in grand finals last week, that Focus just had the download on his Kirby. Meaning that it ended up just being like...
Yeah, at the same time he had the download with Donkey Kong. He's playing an entirely new character now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he may be trying to change characters constantly to make it so that he's at less of a risk of anyone getting the download on him, meaning he always has that mystery advantage when it's likely that his opponents will be playing the same character.
Yeah, he's swapped again. Again, you have to think of just like how much time does this man sit around playing every character to get this good with all of them.
But he's going Bowser this time.
Now this is a weird choice because I know Bowser is terrible against Squirtle. Specifically Squirtle. He's pretty decent against the other two, but Squirtle and he's not the best at types. However, when your back rate is like 25, then it doesn't really matter what character you're good against or not.
Yeah.
We might see some full Squirtle juggles.
It,
And here's the thing, like, I feel like Peter should really just switch now. Squirtle's at death percent.
yeah.
He's already got a lot of percentage on.
Well, that's the thing. Like, even though Squirtle has the better matchup, like, Squirtle dies a lot sooner than Ivysaur or Charizard.
Yeah. Now you have Ivysaur who can just flip them from a distance and get the stock. Ooh.
Just stood there menacingly.
He wanted the cheesy grab. It's kind of disappointing that Peter didn't try and go for the cheesy grab either. But oh well. Ooh. Super armor breaking through the up special. That is one of Bowser's big tools. Nice punish. his up special is very fast, so it is a very good option to just use if someone tries to touch your shield. And it does a pretty decent amount of damage too, so
Yeah, it's a very
they just like to throw it out. One thing they need to be worried about though is if it does miss, it has so much, it takes so long to finish that not only can they punish, but like the opponent can set up to punish. They can be like,
and
all
it
right.
puts you in special pool, so
If they use it on stage, I mean, it takes so long. Ooh,
lovely
nice play.
Yeah. He's down
When you
at
have the
21.
disjointed hitbox. Ooh, no cheesy gimp, sadly. It looks like we have a little bit of time to go overtime if we need. There has been some CSGO issues, so they're not going to be able to start till 6. Which is enough time to finish these games. Stands there and shield. Does.
That works for us.
And with 7 minutes before 5, it's probably a good thing too. We would not have finished these in time.
No.
We need to work out how long this takes. Still haven't quite figured that out.
Well, it's dependent. Massively dependent on people
Yeah.
on the roster, and also I'm sure we'll slowly but surely get faster. Like the screen said, but also like as people get used to the systems and like the routine of how competitive matches are played.
I think like having a host who's also in the tournament just is too slow. You have to wait for games and stuff like that. That'll
Ooh, and that's it.
It does leave Bowser at 123%, which is very dangerous. Very early swap.
Perfect
Good.
spot for IBC.
Don't forget. 150. But now you're looking at Bowser who's very strong, and if he gets a shield break, if he gets a, like a well-placed back here, that could be it. Nope. Portal.
Let's
It's
say,
2 miles away.
sweet-spotted for it.
It's 2 miles away, and yeah, we're looking at the very dangerous thing for Serenity. Peter has the one game, and with that momentum, can Serenity even do anything about it?
It's like last week. It's the reverse of last week. Peter only has to win 2 more games where
I mean, if it was a true reverse of last week, we'd see a 6-0 from Serenity. Sadly, that is not the case.
Would be an amazing thing to watch.
No, it wasn't a 6-0. Was it? I think...
It was a 6-0
I think... Was it? I thought Serenity got 1 in, like, the true finals.
No, it was a 6-0. They may have got one in the match they played earlier in the set. Earlier in the
the first match was a 3-2. That was close. Going Pichu. Weird.
Well, it's a Pokemon battle now.
Well, the other thing he needs to realize is that, like, Pichu is a completely different playstyle from Bowser, so he needs to get in that mindset, like, instantly. Peter knows what he needs to do. No matter of, like, can he remember all the stuff from Pichu so quick? And if so, what's he doing playing all these different characters? Play one character if you're that good. Choose like
just moving on us.
Choose like a main and side character. Oh, very early almost.
Oh, we went for Thunder off stage.
Peter really wants to get those early combos. Like, nice. Now he just wants the damage. Power through it. Pichu kills early, dies early, so Charizard's probably the best option here. Survive as long as possible. Get the rage
damage that Derpy Yoshi has is mostly due to himself. Possibly.
I mean, I guarantee like a forward tilt would probably kill him at this point. Probably kill the Pichu at this point. If it was well timed. Look at that, that would be so fast. Choose the stick with Portal at this stage. Such high percentage he really wants.
Maybe just let Serenity just rack up a bit more damage on himself.
Possibly, but at the same time, Ainsley's move is gonna get quick combo. Ooh, that was technical, but
That was unfortunate.
very powerful spike. The other thing is that he goes square off to get the combos, but against Pichu, a lot of these combos just don't work because of the size and weight.
Always trying for that thunder.
Something like that, you can only really get one up there from it. A thunder would kill, so you know why he's going for it. Plus, it's super effective as work.
Yeah.
That's why I really think that. Ooh, a good read. Jab block into a down smash read. Unfortunately, it was Squirtle. So. Oh, that was
That's
a
unfortunate.
interaction. I think he tried to use like a down air off stage to get the Pichu, but it put him in such a long, so much lag that he just couldn't recover.
I think so. Pichu was using thunder, he was slightly invulnerable.
Another unfortunate thing from Peter. Again, just one of those things you can tell that he is still kind of learning Pokemon.
Ooh,
Ooh,
the
really went
spike.
for the spike.
And he gets it.
Pichu wins.
2-1 from Serenity, but he will probably change, just to prove that he can.
Yes, he probably will. Yes, he has not stayed the same character once in this entire tournament.
Will he be the first person to win his round? Why isn't he just going random? If he wants to switch every time, just go random.
Who knows? Maybe he is, but he's only moving to switch stage.
I mean, it's probably just because he has like one character he can't play, and God forbid he gets that character on random. But come on,
That's true.
you'd have so much clout if you just went random. Felt like it was going to be the switch to Pikachu. He knows that he can win as Pichu, and
This is just better Pichu. Friendlier Pichu.
get any Pikachu loops. I've just been studying up on them. Pikachu's tail attack is slightly better than Squirtle's.
But Squirtle Jab is slightly better than Pikachu Jab.
These are things you don't learn in the main Pokemon games. This is why we need Smash Bros. This is dangerous. Electric is notoriously weak to grass.
Where's the fighting minigame in Pokemon? They got rid of gambling, so I want street fighting.
That's the next DLC.
Perfect. Got the spike.
Peter really needs to be more aware of those. Can't get out of them. No, that kills him. He just like tries to go really low, and then Pikachu and Pichu have much better recovery, so they just go with him.
Yeah, he just needs to stop. Like, stop going low. But when he's Ivysaur, he really only can go low if he wants to get the feather.
True, but he could pull it out much earlier.
Ooh.
Interrupt. Nothing from the perfect parry. Another nothing from the perfect parry. It was a multi-hit.
No.
They're just running up to each other and jabbing. True game.
True skill.
It is a wow, a horrible punish, and a very easily punishable move. Pretty much anything else would have done it.
See,
Again, he went high, and he avoided the spike.
Yep.
He learned.
He's a learning.
And we're looking at the point where back throw.
He's clearly fishing for that back air.
Little does Pikachu know that Charizard is more highly rated than he is.
You weren't voted #1 Pokemon.
In fact, so was Squirtle. Squirtle was like number 15. Pikachu doesn't stand a chance against this party. Oh, what a 63% combo. God, it's starting to look like a very dangerous game for Serenity.
Yeah.
Again, that is the thing with switching from Pichu to Pikachu. Both very similar play styles. If somebody doesn't like the opponent getting a read on how he plays, switching between characters that play very similarly is probably not the best idea. No jab locked, no grab. With up smash, that is unfortunate. That looked like it should have hit. Ooh, nice frame.
Nice frame.
Again, Peter has just been barely touched for the last 130%. I don't think Squirrel has any good kill throws from this stage, but we're looking if you can get a grab at ledge, it'll probably be it. Back throws. Squirrel's back throw is surprisingly powerful. Because of his technique. He uses that Dr. Mario eat over his shoulder, and that'll be game.
And that gets him the game, and it is now 2-4.
Now we're also looking at. We know he has. Well, we know Serenity has one more good character because we haven't seen the Kirby yet. However, we also know that Peter probably knows how to play against Kirby by this point.
So he may be choosing to not use Kirby yet.
He was.
Although, maybe worth going it now. But
Yeah.
if he wins,
Where's
it
he
goes
going?
to super final.
Yeah. We're looking at either the end of the tournament or another best of 5. All down to this one game. A very close finale. It is the Kirby.
And he has brought out the Kirby.
Very end. But will it be enough? Is it too late? Is Peter already adapted to a Kirby? So looking at tier lists, we know who should win, but will it be enough?
But at the end of the day, it will come down to who is the better player.
Squirtle getting those Squirtle combos. Kirby getting those Kirby combos, but they're not quite as good as Squirtles. That is a weird interaction.
I guess there's super armor on the side B.
Well, it's more than just like the Squirtle side B just sent him flying.
Yeah, it doesn't normally.
He was
send
hit
that
from
far.
behind and just kept going. I know you can't really break him out of it, but it's just interesting to see. Now, one of the weaknesses that Kirby didn't have is that. No, one of the weaknesses for Kirby this time around is that DK very easy to spike, very easy to gimp. That is a spike focus. All of these Pokemon are. What are you doing? Peter, what were you doing?
I'm gonna assume that's a misinput from the player as well.
I hope so. But yeah, because two of these Pokemon have hitboxes in their recoveries. Oh, don't stop, please. Thank you. Peter really wants to get the like offstage pressure, but Kirby can just do whatever.
Well, last time Focus was able to get a kill out of it, so.
Yeah, and then SD'd for some reason. Saying about that SD, because now we're looking at very similar percents when Focus had such a large lead. But in each case, these two Pokemon trainers are much harder to get than DK. Two of the Pokemon have hurt boxes, one has a tether grab. going for the down smash. Going for it again. Keep going for it.
Oh.
He did it. That's it, Kirby. Peter
Takes
tries
the
to win for it
lead in game
again,
5.
even though he knew he had it. If he had gone slightly lower and got hit by the up special, that would have killed him. So Peter just showing that he is far too ambitious. Oh,
Such a quick last stock.
that was very bad, very unfortunate. But that is a Charizard with Rage, and the sweetest spot of the back air is incredibly powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That will be it.
And that means our grand champion is
Again, it's Peter.
Peter.
But that's just because I didn't fight him. So.
Of course.
Do you think we can get Peter in this call?
Hmm.
I know we could go to the SPG call, but however, every time I try to do it, I get disconnected because of some weird Discord issues. Yeah, there's Renly. He lost. No comeback from that. There he goes.
I think that's one thing we need to. One thing I'll try and sort out for next time is just a winner stream.
Be good. Yeah, Discord is weird in some issues. It's just like if I try and join some voice calls in different servers, it breaks. But yeah, that was the second, hopefully weekly, Soton Scuffle, which sadly did not get the name that I requested. But oh well.
Yeah,
Soton
you gotta love the
Scuffle's-
alliteration.
Soton Scuffle's alright, I guess. It's no Smash Anthem, which I can't pronounce, but...
Well, I mean, you just said it. Smash Hampton. Just roll the hate.
Yeah, I didn't say a T right. Smash Hampton. Yeah, bit of a smaller game this week. I imagine we had a lot of people who had to drop out because of work.
Which is,
I feel like that was. I feel like that's also probably a situation where like first week of actual university work, and they realize like, oh no, we have more work to do than we thought. So
Just going to message Peter to join us, so we can congratulate
he
him.
has his housemates are vacuuming the house, so you
Ah,
probably don't want to hear that on mic.
smart choice then.
He is saying GG's though, and thank you for running the tournament.
It's a pleasure just to watch some good high quality Smash Brothers.
Exactly.
Well, thank you all for watching there in chat.
Thank you for
It's
joining
been lovely
us.
reading your messages. And we're gonna. This is goodbye for now.
And I think what we learned is that the next time we have a tournament and it's Peter versus Serenity,
Peter
we can
wins.
just bring up some random Pokemon.
We can
for
just chat about
discussions.
anything.
We don't really need to commentate over those anymore. We know how we know what they're like.
Yes. Well, I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
I'll see you